Truth be told, I just wanted to put this podcast out there so y'all understand something about the angle with which I do the RNG. Truth be told, I hate every last part of trying to get to the point of being independent. I hate the tough times. I hate the good times. The shit is a big fucking con to me. When you think you came up and realistically somebody like me come along and tell you what they doing, I hate the whole fucking thing. I hate interacting with the motherfuckers. I hate shaking their hands. I hate acting like I care. I hate acting like I'm not black. I hate the whole fucking thing. My mother used to tell me when I was younger, she said, when you hate something, things change. The world doesn't want you to hate something, because when you have a strong feeling of dislike, to hate something means that a man usually has to do something about it. And so for me, I know I hate it. The reason why I did the RNG, the reason why I do the podcast is so you cats can get out of your own personal hell. And for those of you who don't realize it's hell yet, you just too fucking dumb to realize it. That's it. You too naive. You actually think that everything is okay. You actually think that nothing's gonna happen to you. You actually think by following everybody else, you somehow gonna come out on top. 99% failure rate, 1% success rate, and your ass is betting on 1%. Truth be told, I just hate it. I hate thinking about it. I hate whenever I get jammed up with it. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you hear in the last whatever amounts of podcasts, you always hear me kind of expressing my frustrations getting through this shit. You know what I mean? Because I hate it to a point where I'm walking into to do a business deal or do some job with somebody else, and I gotta listen to a motherfucker knowing I would knock his ass out on the street, homie. I know it. Like, that's crossing my mind. You ever see on the bottom of ESPN that little ticker, that little line that run through to tell you the sports and scores? Imagine that shit's running in front of my mind, my eyes when I'm talking. Like, blah, 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 Lakers won by 50. Like, my mind catches that. So on the bottom of me dealing with these motherfuckers, my eyes go, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Man, I mean, god damn, I gotta deal with this motherfucker, man. I feel like knocking your ass out. So everybody think it's the attitude. Everybody think it's arrogance. Everybody think it's like, Freeman, you should learn how to control yourself. See, once you know what they're trying to do, what people trying to do to you, and you know that they genuinely trying to take shit from you, and you know they genuinely trying to slow down your chips, and you know they genuinely trying to get you to train your kids to be under them. Once you know this shit, I don't know how y'all motherfuckers can deal with this shit. I'd rather sell cocaine, take my chances with that shit, than live under these motherfuckers. I told you when I was really on the move doing all the jobs and shit, how much I quit 5 jobs in 1 year. I remember motherfuckers was like, damn, Freeman, you need to calm down. That's the way shit is. Man, that's the way shit is for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't take it. I ain't no punk about this shit. I ain't gonna be sitting here hoping that a motherfucker recognize me. I just can't deal with the shit. Like my mother used to say, if you were born during slavery, they would have killed you right away. Damn right, because I would have killed them right away. I just can't deal with the way that people accept this shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, everybody runs around and, I can't even deal, people always ask me, Freeman, you listen to this podcast? Freeman, you listen to this podcast? I can't listen to these motherfuckers. I try to listen to them, and then I hear some old weak shit like, you know what I'm saying, we all need to build, what? And we all need to, you need to try to get mass appeal. What? Black people can start their own business amongst black people. Korean do it amongst Korean. Chinese do it amongst Chinese. All of a sudden, we can't do it amongst ourselves. Then you have motherfuckers trying to come up with the new flavor of the month. Every day, it's like a seminar / education. Some goddamn set look like they selling fake dick pills, and dudes getting up there talking about business. And then, since y'all don't know, these motherfuckers feeding you so much inspiration, you think that's the game. I was reading on somebody's Facebook or Twitter site where the motherfucker said, Yeah, man, if you listen to enough rap songs, you'll learn about business. And I said, God help us all, man. You understand what I'm saying? Help us all, man. How many rappers told you about business? Only a couple. The rest of them, you just watching they moves like a goddamn homo. You watching another man's moves. And you think you learning from his moves. Man, when they tell you the game is to be sold, not told, that's why you following them motherfuckers. They feel that if they can't make money off of explaining it to you, it's not worth telling. So that's why generation after generation after generation of black people get dicked in this game. Because the truth is never told. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be here talking to you like, well, you make a 5-year plan and then you outline where you're going to go and then you get an aggressive savings plan and then you get some investment opportunities. The fuck you talking about? Every time you see these motherfuckers, are they rich? It's always a blessing and a curse coming from Compton. It's a blessing because I can smell bullshit, 2 farms away, homie. It's a curse because I can smell bullshit when it's right in front of my face. And other people have been trained and taught to be acceptable, to learn how to ingest this shit, to learn how to be good with it, to learn how to smile with it, to learn how to sit back and say, that's just a game, I'm moving up. Knowing that the devil is here. Truth be told, homie, I just never was that dude. I wasn't born that way. When I was young, right? I don't know if I ever told you, I was 9th grade. And I remember we were in school and, like somebody big coming like, let's say President Obama. And one of my teachers says, Freeman, you're going to have to be on your best behavior. That shit kind of baffled me. So I walked up to him. I said, hey, am I doing something wrong? I think I'm always on my best behavior. He said, yeah, you're always pretty good. Don't worry about it. Because I couldn't understand. Like, I need to straighten up for this motherfucker. I'm already good. What am I going to do? Take some shit out of my ass and throw it at him like a monkey? Truth be told, homie, that's where this shit is coming from. That's why I do it. That's why I don't try to make no money off of it. That's why I ain't trying to prostitute myself or prostitute the God in me and sell it to you on a goddamn stick and tell you that it's a Chico stick. Sell it to you and tell you it's good for you. It's nutritious. Sell it to you like I'm a goddamn con artist. Sell it to you like you gonna see me in a seminar. Sell it to you like it's part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Sell it to you like I'm fucking entertaining you. Sell it to you like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to con you. You know what I'm saying? And then try to get some fame for it so you could pat me on the back and you could say my name. And when you type in something I say, you can say, that motherfucker Freeman, you got to listen to him. Man, come on, homie. I'm your brother on the street. I'm your brother in your classroom that help you cheat on the test, homie. Because I didn't see no reason for you to fail because of some goddamn biology test or some goddamn history test when we learning about devils anyway. This is who I've always been. This is who I will always be. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't built. I was sent here and I wasn't built to deal with this shit, to understand it and try to make, shit into something else. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't born here for that. I've always been, you hear me on the microphone, you think, Freeman always been rebellious. I've always been a quiet cat, handling my shit. The best way to describe it is, how you see some dude and he never say nothing, he never say nothing. And then when he get mad, the whole classroom like, what the fuck is happening? That's me. That's who I am. I'm cool. But when I get hot, homie, I'm trying to annihilate the fucking world. Because I'm trying to be cool. I got a thorough understanding of why a punk motherfucker acts like a punk motherfucker. I got a thorough understanding of why you would try to cheat me, win money. I understand it. I respect it. I get it. But I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. Truth be told, I see it. And I hate it. And the RNG is a result of me hating it. Not fame, not fortune. I don't want to be on that shit with the rest of them motherfuckers, clown ass motherfuckers talking about money. Ain't never gonna be shit. You ain't never gonna learn from them. I guarantee, I bet my bottom dollar on that shit, homie. I'm willing to bet anybody that you tell me the motherfucker you trying to follow and you think got good insight, I put 10 on it. I put 100 on it. to see if you come out of that motherfucker from 30 days of listening to him with new insight that will shock me. I'll put my money on it. Because I know what these motherfuckers doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't hate it enough. They see a way to con you, young brother. They see a way of trying to lead you astray, make you the same goddamn slave they made you before. It's the way motherfuckers give out information. They give out tidbits. And you don't have understanding. If I told you I made a cake and told you to make the cake, first question you're going to ask is, what kind of cake is this? What are the ingredients? How long do we bake it? And if a motherfucker ain't giving you those ingredients or those steps to making the cake, how can you make the cake? Most of y'all sitting there watching the motherfucker put figurines and swirls on a goddamn cake. And then they tell you to go out and fucking make the cake. Partner, how you gonna make the cake? How you gonna do that? How you gonna come up listening to a motherfucker on the TV? I hate it, homie. Truth be told, I hate this shit. I'm the cat who used to look at them and think, why am I not understanding? Because they didn't give me nothing to understand. Goddamn 10% bloodsuckers of the poor. All they know is that you want to know how to get it done. And you don't know how to get it done. So the motherfuckers keep filling you with icing. He don't tell you how to bake the cake. He don't know. He tell you the ingredients in the cake. Truth be told, I see this shit every day of my life. You know what I'm saying? How motherfuckers say they love it and they love to be around it. I don't love to be around it. I love to profit from it. I love to take care of myself from the hustle. But I don't love it. This ain't a game that motherfuckers want to be in. This is a game of that the world put us in. So it's different. I ain't over here pimping little girls and shit. I ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's way different. I find no enjoyment of coming out here and trying to find a way to keep coming up off of hustles and ideas that I think of. I enjoy the money. I enjoy the creativity that comes from me. But do you think I want to do this shit every day of my life? Come on, homie. When all those old hustles I used to have on the first rise and grind, right? You know how long that used to make me thinking about that, years and years and years of thinking, of wondering, how can I do this? How can I do that? You see it as, oh, Freeman gave us a lot of hustle. I see it as, damn, man, it's like a history of how hard I kept trying. Years of trying. Years of taking chances. Years of hearing the bullshit. Truth be told, I hate it. Like I said, I do the rise and grind out of obligation to my own race to try to go counteract the dumb motherfuckers you hear. If what I say ain't real, then if it don't sound like me, then what the fuck are they saying? If you can actually change your mind and grow from what I say, what the fuck are they saying? Sometimes you cats email me and tell me about shit that I said 5-6 years ago that is relevant today. It was the truth back then, homie. You didn't see it, and now you caught up with the truth. I ain't trying to be the prophet, the pope, the messiah to the game. I'm God unto myself, like you are God unto yourself. You understand what I'm saying? But I just want you to know the truth of the matter is, I hate this shit. The reason why I grind so hard is because I hate it. Not because I enjoy it, not because I want to be known as a hustler, not because I want to go sit down and you shake my hand and shit and think you touching God. When I touch your hand, black man, I touch God. You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to prove to everybody that I'm the best and people counted me out and people didn't like me and the girls. I don't got none of that bullshit in my head. I got no emotion to this game. It is what it is. When I wake up every morning, let's get it cracking, homie. Let's get this shit popping, partner. I can't be sitting here like everybody else hoping this shit come to me. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a deeper place. It comes from me trying to get up. And let me ask you to, let me throw something at you that you should know. How many motherfuckers that come up from nothing say they enjoy it? I mean, you just got to understand the logic of what I'm spitting at you, what I'm telling you, homie. If I come from Compton, and you saw some of my homies in the neighborhood I grew up in those videos, and you see that that's really where I'm from, not outside of there. I'm in those same goddamn apartments. That's where I'm from. Right? And I'm just as frustrated getting shot at. The same shit going down. I wasn't given a pass for that shit. I gotta walk down the streets like everybody else. Right? And I gotta be smart. I gotta outthink motherfucker. I gotta maneuver better. I gotta think if a motherfucker right-handed, he probably ain't looking over on his left. You understand what I'm saying? I've been thinking about this shit since I was a kid. How to have insight into the understanding of people and ways and things. This has been God's gift to me. You know what I'm saying? The gift and the curse. The gift is that instead of it being something that I kept for myself, it benefits you, the random dude from, whoever and wherever you are, brother. I don't care. It benefits you and your psyche and your mind state. But what do you think it does for me? Now, don't get me wrong, brother. I'm not a tortured soul. I don't want you to think that I spit on God's hand when I got something. I know it's a benefit and a burden. And my mother used to tell me that. A lot of you cats benefit from the wisdom of my mother telling me that, and my brothers and my sisters and other, people that I know telling me, you got that knack, you got an insight like all of us don't see. Remember, I don't know if you remember, I did the interview with Boss Man, right? We were sitting down. He read the book. First time I gave him the book. He said, man, homie, you see shit like we walking down the same street, homie, but you see something different. Like, he was like, you've been that way your whole life. You just see something completely different. We in the same spot. Motherfuckers wouldn't believe we in the same street on the same corner with the same shit, and you see something completely different. Right? Now, I'm not one of them little white boy actors where you say, I've been different my whole life. Motherfucker, I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? See, in this game, man, when you tell people the truth about how you see the shit, they don't like it. Because you're going to say, while everybody is enjoying themselves and drinking, homie, I don't drink. While everybody is out there hoeing and macking and whatever, man, I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm a grown man. I can stand on my own too. I don't have to resort to little kids' tricks. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, homie, it's been a long grind for me. And while some of you may think I'm on top, and some of you think I got the life that you want to live, you know what I'm saying? It's been a rough road, homie. I've never tried to sugarcoat this shit for you. This is a man's undertaking, not a child's. You understand what I'm saying? This is an adult's undertaking, not a little girl. This is a woman who has to fight through this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to take it on early. I was lucky and unlucky to take it on early. All this shit is years of building up, of scrapping and hustling as a little kid. Scrapping. You hear me tell you stories of me being 13, 10, selling burritos out of my pocket, 10, 8 with annihilators and Snickers, 5 with helping people with their groceries and getting candy from old ladies. If I knew what I was doing at 2, I'd give you a 2-year-old motherfucking story, homie. It's been a long time. Truth be told, I hate it. I don't ever want you to think that I love it. I hate it. That's why I fight so hard, motherfucker. I hated law school. That's why I went through that motherfucker faster than most people. I hated going to class. That's why I went there and hurry up and got my ass out and didn't fucking fail and fuck around none. I hated sleeping on the floor. That's why I hustle so fucking hard, homie. So I wouldn't sleep on it. I hated every last bit of this shit to get where I am today. And I ain't done. And I still hate it. I still wake up thinking, why do I gotta deal with these motherfuckers, man? I feel like knocking these motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta be smart. I hate that I gotta be smart. I hate that I gotta think. You understand what I mean? Plot, plan, and think all the fucking time. I'm a very tactical cat. You can tell by the way I wrote the fucking book. You know, I'm a tactical thinker, step by step. How do I get there? Okay, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? I hate that I gotta sit here and have motherfuckers try to sneak diss me and say some old dumb shit. Knowing if you saw me, homie, you wouldn't say that shit. Knowing we wouldn't have that kind of problem, partner, we wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you in an earlier podcast, you can look deep into my eyes, homie, and know I ain't no fucking joke. Truth be told, homie, I hate this shit. And I want some of you cats to know that when you hate it so much, with a passion, you know how you get caught up in something and you feel like you ain't gonna make it, and you could feel that anger and that disappointment deep in your gut, motherfucker, I had that a lot. Truth be told, I hate this shit. I don't ever want you to think that I love it. Never a day in your life do you want to say that Daniel Freeman loves this shit. That's why I ain't on no goddamn stage, homie. That's why I ain't trying to motivate motherfuckers, homie. That's why I don't give a fuck whether if I lose all my podcasts and them up. You know what I said, homie. I don't give a fuck about all that dumb shit. God didn't send me here to fucking entertain motherfuckers. Sometimes some of us are born to take the pain of motherfuckers. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could take it. And everybody think it's a blessing. But I could take it. Next time, partner.